coming all the way live with H-Town pride. It's the incredible spectacle and four-wheel drive. It's gonna be a rough ride, so button your coat. It's the road, don't you know, bro? This ain't no joke. You got 4 ring posts with 3 ring ropes. 2 battle for 1 win, and they going for broke. So if you don't know, let me dumb it down. It's the reality of wrestling. They the talk of the town.
From San Antonio, Texas, she's early and green, and angel with an attitude. Grab up in the King Dream, Alex Gracia.
Glory's women's division continues to heat up because right now we are going to see a match here between Alex Gracia and Rache Chanel number 5.
Shut up, Kirby. I'm trying to enjoy the presence of the Pink Dream. Alex Gracia in the house here for Road Glory.
It has championship implications. What do you mean?
From New Orleans to Louisiana, La Bushicana, Rochelle Chanel, number 5.
All right, Kirby, let me put my phone away as I try to get a beauty shot of Alex Gracia, which is not hard because of how gorgeous the former Reality of Wrestling Women's Champion is. You're right, Kirby. Huge implications here with championship on the line. Alex Gracia, Rochelle Chanel, number 5, 2 former Raw Women's Champions. Huge stakes here tonight.
Huge stakes indeed, as we know that both of these women recently competed in that championship match against Gigi Ray, where they fell short as she continues her reign. But now it is between these 2 women potentially vying for that next spot against Gigi Ray. We know Sub-Zero is right around the corner, and the Glory Women's Championship could be defended at that event, Sammy.
Sub-Zero, one of the biggest events in Reality of Wrestling's calendar year, but it is definitely not Sub-Zero here tonight. It is hot when you got Rochelle Chanel, number 5, and of course, the Pink Dream, Alex Gracia in the house.
Well, I mean, it's also Houston in November, so you know, it's still 80 degrees out here for some reason. As right now, Rache Chanel showing her technical prowess inside the ring, already taking down Alex Gracia. Not something that we see often from her.
It is.
Oh, cover here, but only a 2 count.
Look, it has never been proven that the heat index here at Texas has been attributed to global warming or whether or not it's due to the Pink Dream Alex Gracia showing off why she's a former Raw Women's Champion.
Oh, look at that arm drag there from Rache Chanel, number 5.
Oh.
You mentioned both of them are former women's champions, and right now, one of them could be getting closer, but no.
Look, Rache Chanel, she cashed in that Battles of the Bell. She won the Raw Women's Championship, and right now we're here on Glory, the best of the best here competing in the women's division. Who's going to win out and get a shot possibly against Gigi Ray?
Well, you talked about, you know, the cash in from Rache Chanel, number 5. What do you think she's been missing ever since losing that championship to be able to reclaim that gold?
Look, I know that Rochelle Chanel, after she lost that championship, is devastating as it would be to any competitor. I know you don't know what that's like, Kirby, but I know I relate to all the superstars here at Reality of Wrestling, and Rochelle Chanel, she shook some time off. She tried to refocus, but I don't know how much focus, how much training you can ever prepare for someone like Alex Gracia.
And his kick out.
Alex Gracia, one of the best in this business. That's why she was one of the number 1 draft picks here on Raw Glory.
You are correct. We actually saw Chelsea Green get her drafted here to Glory, as now Gracia is in the driver's seat. She's just bending Rache Chanel. You know, Alex Gracia has been incredible here as of late. Ever since she came back from California, she started training in the Japanese-style dojos over there as well. She has just had a completely new facet to her arsenal here at Reality of Wrestling.
And do you think that Alex Gracia came to Raw Glory because she just wants to hang out? Do you think she just wants to show off her beautiful physique, her beautiful technique? No, she wants to be a champion. And if she gets a win tonight, she might be right on the road to earning that championship opportunity.
Well, she has had opportunities, not just in that triple threat, but also in a singles match. Do you think maybe 3rd time could be the charm for her?
Look, you're living in the past, Kirby. Look, it doesn't matter what happened yesterday. Whoa,
cover here from Rache Chanel. Quick cover, but no.
Rache trying to take advantage. Look at Alex Gracia taking advantage right back there.
And Gracia now has a target here on that leg after that chop block. Another kick out here from Chanel. And you're going to see Alex Gracia now target that knee. And maybe the ligament damage could be too much to overcome for Chanel.
Look, Kirby, I watch your social media. I see who you're talking about. You're always talking about Gigi Ray, Lady Bird, Monica Monroe, Promise Braxton, who I think is one of the best in this business, to her credit, and Queen Charmel. I never see you talking about the Pink Dream Alex Gracia. She is on a mission to earn the respect of people like you and people in this audience here, the Row Nation, to get the respect. And if she can become Row Glory Women's Champion, she will be right on her way to proving you people like you wrong.
You know, I think that means more about your algorithm than it does mine, because the algorithm will show you what you're talking about, and clearly you're not talking about Alex Gracia because she's about to win this matchup, but she was so close.
That's right, so close. But look at the tenaciousness of Alex Gracia. There's a reason why she's a former Row Women's Champion, and I will put my money on my house, Kirby, that Alex Gracia is a future Row Glory Women's Champion as well.
That's a pretty big bet you've got there. Hopefully you don't end up homeless, Sammy, as here it looks like Alex Gracia just continuing that brutality here on Chanel, and she has just been in the driver's seat ever since that chop block, and now she is showing off here for the Row Glory Nation. Almost a designer boot of her own.
The future of Alex Gracia is big as the bow on her head.
And a cover here now for Gracia, but almost gets the victory there.
Look at the poise of Alex Gracia. And I credit to Rochelle Chanel, number 5, for a reason.
Well, it looks like Alex Gracia may be getting a little frustrated here, Sammy. Maybe that could be, losing that composure could be what gets her a loss here. Does she not get back into focus?
Look, if anybody can maintain their composure, it's Alex Gracia. Look at her looking to working over the limbs. She's got Rochelle Chanel just where she wants her.
Well, clearly right now after this inverted figure 4, look at the way she's twisting it.
Look at that.
Chanel able to twist the weight around a little bit. Not able to get the full extension here on this modified figure 4 in the middle of the ring. A dangerous spot for Chanel, but now after the chop managed to break free just a little bit. But Gracia, these two just trading shots.
Rochelle's forcing the break, but you see her tending to that knee. How much damage was done by Alex Gracia to Rochelle Chanel there?
Now we see a little bit of separation between these two competitors. Chanel not even able to get back up to her feet. That time, the kick misses in the corner. Chanel gets out of the way just in time.
Chanel's gonna have to do something to get away from this offensive onslaught from Alex Gracia, my God.
And there's the designer boot from La Bujicana. And now,
oh my God.
Rolling lariat.
No.
Chanel finding that opening. And now unloading onto Alex Gracia. Here comes the former Row Women's Champion.
Where is Chanel getting this from?
Adrenaline could be power, but right now it is definitely a knee to the face. Into the cover here. Down to Alex Gracia. Gets that shoulder up at the last second. My God. This is what the Row Glory Women's Championship is about, ladies and gentlemen, as Gigi Ray is looking for her next competitor right now. These two are laying it all on the line.
And what's Rochelle doing here?
Not a spot where we see her go often, Sammy. It's now from the middle rope. Alex Gracia saw it coming.
Yeah, it's making Rochelle pay for it. Now both women up top, my God.
And look at these two still just trading shots. Gracia pushed off. Now look at that, meeting her again in that second rope.
This is not a good place for either of these women. I don't like this, Kirby.
And now she falls after the headbutt. Chanel in the spot where she wants to be.
No.
Maybe a bit of a preemptive celebration.
Referee, get her down.
It's now Chanel from the top rope. She loses her balance as Alex Gracia runs right into the ropes.
The tenacity of a former Row Women's Champion, Alex Gracia, doing what you gotta do to get the victory here tonight.
And now it looks like we've got.
Look at that!
Maybe the too much celebration cost her as Alex Gracia goes into the cover and walks away victorious.
What did I tell you, Kirby? Alex Gracia rolling her way towards the Row Glory Women's Championship. What a victory!
Row Nation. Nation, I'm Emily May, standing by with the Reality of Wrestling Glory champion, AJ Francis. AJ, you are putting everything on the line tonight against Blake Troop, who won the Battle Royal at Bases Loaded. So what's your strategy heading into this match, and how are you feeling?
Listen, I got a lot of respect for Blake because he's a real fighter. He's not the first MMA fighter that I've ever fought, and he's definitely not going to be the last. But what happens when that certified killer crosses paths with a silverback gorilla? See, a wise man once said, your job is to be the most exotic animal in the jungle. And as the silverback, I'm the king of it. So, Blake, here's what I want you to do. I want you to listen real close. You're gonna realize why they got all them casinos out in Vegas. Because when you play with house money, the house always wins. You smell that?
Smell it. You smell that?
Smells like money, money, money. Not you. This is a us thing. Let's go.
The following contest is a Reality of Wrestling Glory Championship match. Scheduled for one fall. Introducing first the challenger. From Houston, Texas, by way of Los Angeles. Weighing at 240 pounds. Blake
Bulletproof Troop is finally here to claim the gold that says will be his after earning the shot at the Katy, Texas show at the Dugout. Sammy, do you think he has what it takes to dethrone AJ Francis?
I don't think he needs to be coming out with a baseball bat in tow. Look, I know he won that Battle Royal at Bases Loaded to earn a shot at the Glory World Championship. This is talk about an opportunity. Blake Troops looks to go away with all the gold here on Road Glory.
You saw him winding up that arm there. If we see him wind that up and then connect with that hand grenade, it could be lights out for the Glory champion.
and his opponent from Pioneer City, Maryland, weighing at 340 pounds, being coming to the ring, fight the honest way and Josiah John. He is your reigning, defending Reality of Wrestling Glory champion, AJ Francis.
Well, one thing I do want to point out is the fact that house money is not all here, because we know Quentin Winters is actually overseas right now working on the expansion of house money going into other territories.
Talking about the opportunities you get when you're part of House Money. Good for Quentin Winters, but House Money in full effect. You got the Rocket Man himself, Josiah Shawn. You got Tiana Sway, and you got the money, the Road Glory World Champion, AJ Francis, ready to defend that championship. Kirby, look, I know that you're one of the common people. I know that you're like Emily May back then trying to do that hand gesture. You're not like us, not like me, part of House Money. You gotta know, you gotta be in on the circle, all right? You gotta know how it goes. It's about that money, and it is always money with House Money in the house.
I'm pretty sure if we were to go up to AJ Francis right now and ask him who you are, he wouldn't even know your name. So I don't know why you're kissing up to him this much, Sammy.
Look, AJ Francis got a lot on his plate. He can't remember everything. Look, he's all over the place. He's on Platinum. He's on Glory. He's on TNA Impact. AJ Francis is a world travel champion, and this is a big, big opportunity for Blake Troops. With that on the line, look at that. That's what it's all about.
Well, Blake Troop actually coming off of a victory in his MMA career, capturing gold on that front, now trying to replicate that magic here on Road Glory. And could you imagine what it would be like to be an athlete in two separate sports at the exact same time?
Well, I know that Blake Troops can only dream of the amount of cash, the cachet that he could bring to Road Glory if he was the face of this organization. But right now it is a tough talk, both figuratively and literally, against AJ Francis.
Right now it looks like it's just a taunt war between these two. That's not what's going to be what gets you the championship. AJ Francis
yeah,
again.
that's the champ. Money, money, money. Well, you don't like money, Kirby? Come on.
I do like money. I don't think there's anybody in the world that doesn't like money. It's the overabundance of flaunting it in the way that AJ Francis does that maybe just gets in everybody's nerves. As right now, Blake Troop, look at that, flying off the second rope, and here we go. The match has started. Now they're starting to trade blows, and this is for the Glory Championship. As Blake Troop immediately going to the ground. Again, that MMA expertise is maybe something that AJ Francis doesn't have experience dealing with.
I think it's not a bad strategy to try and ground him, and the size of our Glory champion, AJ Francis. But look at that!
Dump him in almost already, but Blake Troop had it scattered and had it coming. Now going for the Kimura! Trying to flip the arm right behind AJ Francis, but AJ Francis showing his own strength.
Yeah, look at the champs maintain that vertical press. Oh, no!
And immediately going right back into the Kimura, not breaking the hold. AJ Francis gets Blake Troop up on the shoulder, and now going for that rear naked choke. Submission after submission here, Sammy.
Just like the Dread Pirate Roberts and the Princess Bride, Blake Troop trying to take down the champ. But it's gonna take a lot more. Come on, champ.
Well, it doesn't matter how big you are. Blake Troop will find a way to take you down, but AJ Francis able to reverse the leverage there and take down Blake Troop. What a start to this Glory Championship match we've had, Sammy.
Oh my God!
Look at that! Again, that jiu-jitsu expertise coming in play for Blake Troop. Going in for that triangle choke in the corner. He's got to watch out though, because he's got to let it go, otherwise he'll get disqualified. As it looks like Josiah John's getting him down.
There you go! House money rules always. Josiah John gets involved, and AJ Francis taking advantage like a good champion should.
And that's always what you got to do in a match against AJ Francis, where the house money is on the outside. If Josiah John doesn't play a factor, Tiana Sway could be the next person that plays a factor, or hell, even Quentin Winters, which thankfully he's not here today.
Look, I appreciate that Blake Troops won that bases-loaded battle royal. Hey, look at that!
Again, like I said, Sway getting involved.
Sway in her way, Tiana making a effective interaction here in this matchup. Look, this is not MMA rules, Kirby. This is house money rules, and that's always what the house is bringing whenever AJ Francis is defending that Glory Championship.
So house money rules is the fact that we had more people get involved and cheat for AJ Francis. Is that what you're telling me?
Look, it's not my fault that Blake Troops was not prepared for the onslaught that he was going to take. You think he's not paying attention? You don't see how AJ Francis operates?
Well, right now it looks like Blake Troop is starting to fire back here. Look at that, going for the neck. He's gonna snatch the neck, and then he's gonna cash the check. But will he be able to cash this into a Glory Championship win? AJ Francis is down to one knee already.
Come on, AJ.
Look at the way he's got this cravat here. Oh, but AJ Francis again able to lift up Troop again into the corner.
Again, the size and strength of the Glory Champion, AJ Francis, paying dividends. Blake Troop, I mean, he's got a lot of size, a lot of height, but he can't counteract that money from AJ Francis. So much momentum, sending the champ all the way to the outside. Slapping hands with the fans who appreciate what this champion brings to Road Glory.
You know, Blake Troop, we've talked about it earlier, he is a multi-level athlete here, being an MMA superstar, but also here a professional wrestler. Meanwhile, AJ Francis on the outside, you can see him flaunt that Dear Summer album. So that's not to say that AJ Francis doesn't have different avenues of procuring his next investment, as it looks like AJ Francis could be getting a down payment for another retention here soon.
Blake Troop's going up.
Oh, but again, he counters.
Oh, no!
Once again, going for that rear naked choke.
Come on now.
Blake Troop employing a very interesting kind of offense here. No strikes, instead opting to go for full-on submissions over and over again. And this time, it looks like AJ Francis doesn't have enough in the tank to break this up, Sammy. Blake Troop could be getting the lights out on AJ Francis.
Come on, AJ. Stay in this.
Do we have a new Glory champion?
Blake's cutting off the circulation of blood to the head. AJ Francis fading here. No!
We were inching closer to having a new champion, but AJ Francis still with the wherewithal to shift the weight and just land himself right on Troop. This Glory Championship match has been taking it out of both competitors. Very out of their game so far, but still fighting with what they've got. And this is, again, for that coveted Glory Championship. Will Blake Troop become the second man to add his name to this championship's legacy?
AJ Francis, the first Glory champion, the longest ever reigning Glory champion. Blake Troop's already proved a lot when he won that Battle Royal. Can he get the job done? Blake Troop's how's the fight here? Come on, AJ, fight back!
And now there's those strikes that we were talking about, the one strategy, and he was but he planted him down that time. Blake Troop into the cover.
No!
Bulletproof has become Glory champion. No.
Whew. Oh my God. I thought the franchise was over there, Kirby, but look at the fighting champion that is AJ Francis, doing it all on his own.
That tells me right there how much you believe in AJ Francis, Sammy. The fact that you thought the championship reign was over means that the championship reign could actually be over here as we see the arm winding up for Blake Troop. Is it about to be lights out?
AJ, don't turn around.
Francis. Oh no! With Josiah John. The hand grenade connected with Josiah John, and now he's loading up a second one here.
Look at what the hell's wrong with Blake, just taking out the rocket. Outlet to Tiana.
Agent Sway.
Don't you dare! Be a gentleman, Blake. Tiana Sway just watching.
Runs right into that spear. And the distraction was enough, it seems.
Tiana Sway looking on. AJ Francis, the champ, measuring Blake Troop.
Well, you want to talk about paying dividends. Agent Sway definitely paying dividends on the outside as AJ Francis setting up here, center of the ring, down, pivot! And AJ Francis retains the Glory Championship.
That's right. Props to Blake Troops because he has made himself something in this business. He has added his name to the long, ever-growing list of men that have been befallen to the Glory champion, the money, AJ Francis.
Well, AJ Francis, during this summer, has truly elevated that Glory championship to new heights. And with house money, he continues to just run roughshod through the Glory roster. But now the question is, who's next for the Glory champion?
And that time is finally here. The WWE ID Championship is on the line. Cap Jones is here with me, who will be defending it, putting everything on the line against Edge Stone. It's finally here, Cap. How are you feeling?
You mentioned, Emily, that I'm putting everything on the line. Every time I come out here, I put everything on the line. Let's fast forward back 2 weeks ago. I put everything out on the line against Gaspar Hernandez. And where was Edge Stone? Nowhere to be found. Fast forward a couple weeks before that, I beat Richard Holiday in the middle of the ring, Froggy Brew, 1, 2, and Trace. Where was Edge Stone? He was doing what he does best. He was on commentary, talking. I've been letting it brew for long enough, but tonight, those words, brother, match the heat of the cup that you've been wanting. Edge Stone, you want this WWE ID title? You want a WWE ID contract? You want the caffeine? The caffeine comes with the crash. And this cup that you want, I don't think you can handle the heat. Tonight, I finish what Edge Stone started. And it's going to taste good.
Good luck, Cap. Let's get back to ringside.
From Orlando,
tell you, the last few weeks have been a tumultuous time for this man right here, but for the very best of reasons.
Eli Knight, talk about a man with the upside of a lifetime, just made his WWE Evolve debut. Eli Knight poised to take the world by storm.
The newest WWE ID signee is here, and I can tell you right now, he looks more focused, he looks more prepared, he looks ready to take his action to the very next level.
Well, he better be ready against this man.
And his opponent from Akron, Ohio, weighing in at 270 pounds, Sam Holloway!
How apropos that Sam Holloway is going to be the first ID test here for Eli Knight, because all we've known about Sam Holloway over the last year since the ID program started is that this man is nothing more than a bully.
I'm tired of you calling Sam a bully here, all right?
He says it himself.
The fact that nobody gets along with this man is their problem. I mean, just look at this guy. He towers over everyone he gets in the ring with, and that includes Eli Knight. I would be very trepidatious if I was Eli Knight stepping in the ring, going one-on-one with a man the size, the stature, the presence of Sam Holloway.
Well, speaking of stepping in the ring, look at the way that Sam Holloway just cleared that rope like it was nothing. And again, this is going to be a true clash of styles here, because Sam Holloway, very much that bruiser style. Sometimes he hits those high-flying moves out of nowhere, but they seldom come by here at the Reality of Wrestling. Now, Eli Knight, on the other hand, agility for days, speed for days. This man's got hops like no other. As the bell has now rung, this match is official, getting us started here for Glory. And now I've got to ask you, Sammy, how much more pressure is on Eli Knight now that he has the WWE ID designation under his name?
Look, Eli Knight is one of those high flyers making a name for the game since he stepped in that squared circle. Pressure is what it's all about, and it has turned him into the potential next diamond in this business. So if anybody can step up to pressure, it's Eli Knight. But it's the difference between pressure and a big fist colliding in your face, and that's what Sam Holloway is looking to bring in this opening matchup.
Well, speaking of big fists here, Sam Holloway actually told me before this that he is ready for this challenge, because actually last night he faced off against Mike Santana, the former TNA World Champion. So he is also in there getting mixed up in all kinds of different fights here.
Look, Sam Holloway will step up to any fight that comes his way. You want to fight Sam Holloway? He does not know how to back down. He's going to bring the fight here, and Eli Knight's going to have to do everything he can to not get caught by this hoss of a man, Sam Holloway.
Well, the hoss of a man is being taken down right now as Eli Knight showing off his own
technical
ability, but it's not going to matter. You've got technical ability when you run into a freight train like that.
Simple, effective Sam Holloway, like a brick wall coming at you.
Well, that brick wall also just met a foot to the face, and just like that, Eli Knight tried to use his agility, not coming through for him though, but he does connect with that drop kick that only staggers Sam Holloway. The second one there still also only staggers Holloway.
No, Eli got caught. It's gonna be all over here, Kirby. Oh!
Oh, look at the way that he flipped out of that choke slam. Here comes the speed, the agility from Sam Holloway.
Look at that!
My God!
You talk about agility, Kirby. Look at the vertical leap of Sam Holloway. My goodness, how impressive is this young man?
The way that big boot connected almost damn near decapitated Eli Knight. I don't think he's going to be able to fly if he does end up getting decapitated with those big boots.
I think the game plan's got to be to ground and pound Eli Knight. And if anybody is efficient at doing just that, it's Sam Holloway.
Sam Holloway connected with that big chop, and now this right here is the wheelhouse that Sam Holloway wants to stay in, because you can't let Eli Knight get back in his bag of tricks. Look at that right there. Look at the way Eli Knight just got right back up after that missile drop kick. And hold on, Sammy. I know what's coming here. Eli Knight. This is in his bag.
Human beings are not supposed to fly like that, Kirby.
Well, that's because Eli Knight is not a human being. This man is literally Superman here right in front of us.
We'll see about that, Kirby. Eli Knight, you want to call yourself Superman? You want to fly around like gravity is no problem. You might come to a sudden stop with Sam Holloway as his way. As these two men fight on the ice. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Right there.
Well, if you want to talk about Sam Holloway's way, that is the hard way. And that is exactly how he got tossed, or rather Eli Knight got tossed into the corner.
Well, maybe you'll start thinking about disrespecting Sam Holloway. You want to go meet the ring post like Eli Knight just did, Kirby?
Absolutely not. That's why I'm not a professional wrestler. I'm just a commentator.
Well, Eli Knight decided to pursue his dream, and man, he's been living the dreams as of late, the newest WWE ID talent, but Sam Holloway quickly trying to make it a nightmare for Eli Knight.
Well, Sam Holloway is just letting that bully mentality through. This is exactly the way that he wants to pursue this matchup. Continue to ground Eli Knight, give him no quarter, and just continue to smother him with offense.
Look at Sam Holloway just stepping over that top rope. Look at this man! Oh my God!
Drops that elbow, now going into the cover to put away Eli Knight too. Almost got him there, Sammy.
Again, man with the presence, the weight advantage that Sam Holloway has, dropping an elbow. Kudos to Eli Knight, but Sam Holloway is in control right now.
Well, as I mentioned before, he had been in the ring with Mike Santana the day previous to today, and now maybe that experience could be what's showing through, but Eli Knight starting to fire back. Maybe he gave him a little too much space here, Sammy.
Eli Knight doing everything he can to get some kind of separate. Oh, look at that! Oh my God!
We talked about Eli Knight's drop kicks being ferocious. That right there was a T-Rex style drop kick from Sam Holloway.
How many times has Sam left his feet in this matchup already? This is a very different approach from Sam Holloway, and I am loving it.
And again, look at this. Maybe taking a little too much time as Sam Holloway here from continuing to attack. Maybe he should start doing stuff like that right there, Sammy, and not let up.
Well, maybe if these fans would stop calling Sam Holloway a bully like you always do, if he will show him the respect he deserves. We're sitting here talking about how Eli Knight's this great high flyer, the future of this business. Sam Holloway's not doing pretty damn bad himself.
Well, so far he's doing a fantastic job. You're right. I will give you credit for that, Sammy. Sam Holloway's doing a fantastic job of grounding Eli Knight, and he needs to maintain that strategy. Should he hope to win here, because we know that Eli Knight just needs one opening, and he gets that one opening, he's going to take it all. Another cover here and a 2 count once again for Sam Holloway.
Eli Knight's going to have to fight for that opening in every single bit of this matchup, and Eli is hurting here. Sam Holloway standing tall like he always does.
Now we know that for a fact AJ Francis is also watching this matchup, as here we are at Glory trying to find out who is going to be that next #1 contender. Do you think either of these two men could be that guy?
Look, Sam Holloway has championship written all over him. And Eli Knight, yeah, if he's able to get past this hoss of a man in Sam Holloway, he would definitely earn a shot at the Glory title, but I don't think it's going to happen here, Kirby.
Well,
look at that.
Bounced off of that, definitely not into another cover here. Look at that. The ring awareness of Eli Knight to know that he could just grab the rope there. Sensational ring work there. It looks like Sam Holloway is going right back on the attack, not letting that frustration start to build, because we have seen that in the past be a problem for Sam Holloway.
Okay, this is a smart strategy. You want to ground the high flyer. This is exactly what Sam Holloway's done. I thought he had it right there.
Road Nation firmly behind the newest WWE ID signee. And it looks like with that energy, Eli Knight was able to get back up to his feet, but not able to lift up Holloway. How is he going to be able to do this, Sammy?
I don't know how smart it is to try and lift up a man the size of Sam Holloway. Eli Knight, look at the back, went out.
Well, after all the damage and all the scrapes and bruises, he's amassed. Still able to get out of the way of the big boot.
Oh, no.
We've seen how effective that's been previously, but now it seems Sam Holloway may have not been in the situation that he would have liked to find himself in.
What do you think? You do not want to find yourself on the top rope. Now both men are down.
As this small opening may be exactly what Eli Knight's needed to get back into this, as he's using the rope to get back up to a vertical base. Meanwhile, Sam Holloway was able to just get back up, but here comes Eli.
My God, it's blow for blow for blow. This is Sam trying to block him, Eli Knight just relentless. Oh, big boot!
And look at that this time.
Ow!
Oh, a kick to the back of the head. It's rocked Sam.
Now, come on, this is not smart at all.
Look at this!
Oh my God!
What an incredible display of power from Eli Knight! Not a man we usually talk about his physical prowess. Now it's moonsault, connects into the cover, to put him away. Almost did it.
My goodness. Where the hell did that come from?
He had to dig deep for that, Sammy.
Literally.
Eli Knight has not really been taken to the deep end like this in quite some time.
The strength and torque you have to get the base of German suplex someone. Oh, no, Eli Knight's going up top.
And now from the top, maybe things to be impressed, but Sam Holloway got back up to his feet. And now, look at the belly throw! And now Sam goes to the outside. Maybe he himself needs a breather.
He just used all of Sam's momentum, throw him out. No.
And now Eli again from the top. Moonsault! Incredible athleticism from the man that's fly like no other. And now sending Sam to the inside. And wow, what the hell is that?
It's AJ!
What the hell is AJ and Duca doing out here? He's attacking Eli Knight. What the hell is this?
I don't know. The referee doesn't know. He's just struggling with Sam Holloway in the ring. Oh, Eli's back in.
And now, the last
Oh, good God.
connects. Sam Holloway into the cover. Not like this. Sam takes it. Well, it looks like these two are in cahoots.
What just happened, Kirby?
You've got the judge coming in. The jury out here is all confused, but the executioner seems to be Sam Holloway here tonight.
Eli Knight just got planted. Look at the size of these two men just towering in the ring right now.
Well, it looks like they're calling Emily May into the ring right now. I guess they want a microphone, but what the hell is this? Where did this come from?
It's all about picking your moments, Kirby. They're making a moment. Sam Holloway, EJ just made a moment here at Road Glory.
What do you think was going to happen? I said, what did you think was going to happen? All you rosy-cheeked, fat-belly people, this is our house now. You're looking at Big Sam, 6'8", whole lot of man, and Big Judge. We're making our own way, our own path. And I want every single one of you tonight, what you just witnessed is motion.
Well, it looks like these two definitely knew what the outcome of this match was going to be prior to it happening. And if I'm Reality of Wrestling, Glory, or Platinum, I'm watching out for these two.
EJ, Sam Holloway on the same page. This is not good news for Reality of Wrestling Glory.
Do you want to become a professional wrestler? Booker T's Reality of Wrestling training facility in Texas City, Texas is a 15,000 square foot facility with over 50 full-time students and wrestlers from around the world. Inside sits a 9,000 square foot venue set up for weekly shows where our students will showcase their skills in front of a live studio television audience. In the back, a full weight room complete with state-of-the-art equipment and personal trainers, along with a full staff and personnel running the day-to-day operations. Reality Wrestling provides everything you need to become a well-rounded professional wrestler, learning under the two-time WWE Hall of Famer, Booker T. Referees, ring announcers, and commentators. At Reality Wrestling, we just don't teach you how to be a professional wrestler, but how to be an elite sports entertainer. This is the Reality of Wrestling.
We don't bluff, we raise the stakes. Cut the deck, watch your fate get played. Double down when the odds look real.
Introducing first, at a combined weight of 460 pounds, the team of the Rocket, Josiah John, the executive decision, Lincoln Winter, House Money!
What are you laughing at, Sammy?
Are you not gonna look? The plan clearly went perfectly. House Money does it again.
So, you gotta be kidding me. We were gonna have a tag team matchup, and I can tell right now that House Money were afraid of the fact that Brooks Jensen was joining Chandler Hopkins here, so they took it upon themselves to get another shortcut.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't say all that, Kirby. Look, I'm just saying that clearly House Money had a game plan against this tag team matchup, and I guess Chandler Hopkins, he must have slipped on the banana peel or something backstage.
You sound just like Booker.
That's such a compliment, Kirby. I never thought it had it in you for you to give me the props that I deserve. And let's give some props to House Money for this tag team matchup.
From Redmond, Alabama, weighing at 250 pounds, WWE NXT Superstar Brooks Jensen!
Well, now the question is Chandler Hopkins even cleared to be in this matchup? Is Brooks Jensen going to be at this on his own? He literally came here at the behest of Chandler Hopkins, and now he's out here finding House Money on his own.
Look, accidents happen every day, Kirby. What do you want Brooks Jensen to call it a night? That's not Brooks Jensen's style. He's a great athlete, a great competitor, and I can only hope that he's going to show that moxie and what could, I guess this was a 2-on-1 situation here.
Well, it seems to be that way because we don't have anybody coming out here to be with Brooks Jensen, and now it looks like we're gonna get a handicap match. Props to Brooks Jensen.
I commend Brooks Jensen. This is great. It's stupid. It's really stupid, but I commend him all the same. This is great. We got House Money. We got the Rocket Man himself, Elton John's favorite wrestler, Josiah John, Q himself, Quint Winters, and of course, the CFO of that money, the honey, Tiana Sway on the outside. This is a great night for House Money, and I'm sorry that Brooks Jensen is going to be on the receiving end of it.
Well, look at that. Brooks Jensen already going to the outside. He's very well versed in tag team action. A former NXT UK tag team champion in his own right. But again, in a tag team match, you need that partner. A 2-on-1 handicap match is a completely different game. One team can still continue to tag in and out, and they can keep their tanks fresh. On the other hand, Brooks Jensen is going to have to fight this all alone.
Josiah John starting things off for House Money, waiting for Brooks Jensen to come in, coming all the way from NXT here to Reality of Wrestling, and Will Alday, and we got some cowboys in the back. Why are you looking at me like that, Kirby? What are you doing?
We got a night of
You're
cowboys
throwing
here.
off mine. We got Chandler Hopkins coming out later. We had EJ earlier tonight. We got Brooks Jensen here. He doesn't have a cowboy to find, so maybe he could just grab somebody else from the back. I'm trying to tell a story here, Kirby, and you're staring daggers at me. Do you think that House Money is responsible for what happened to Chandler Hopkins?
I mean, that's definitely the picture that I saw, because we saw the attack happen prior to this matchup, and then they walked out here laughing. So clearly to me, yes, it was House Money that did it. As Brooks Jensen, again, going back into the ring after that tag. Now we're getting the lockup here, and this is going to be where the strategy starts to play for Brooks Jensen. He's going to have to reserve his tag as much as possible, and it looks like he's trying to not do that right now, trying to run out through this. And look at that. Counters here from Quinn Winters. Oh! The hip toss from Jensen, and now a drop kick. The man from Alabama is lighting the world on fire right now so far here at Reality Wrestling. Look at that, the tag, taking the fight to all of House Money.
And Jensen going all on his own here, doing pretty well. First against Quinn Winters, now against Josiah Sean. My goodness, one-man wrecking crew.
Well, second-generation star in his own right was Brooks Jensen, I should say, rather. And you know, it's always a different vibe.
Yeah.
When you're a second-generation star, because there's a lot of expectation for you. But Brooks Jensen has been performing great.
He's performing great right now, but Brooks Jensen, look at that, Quinn Winters.
Oh, counter there,
with
look
the
at the
assist.
cover. Two. and almost gets the pinfall there.
House Money, a well-oiled machine. Now, Carver, we saw those cameras in the back. We don't know what happened to Chandler Hopkins. Look, tag, there's the Quinn Winters. We know that clearly he's not able to compete here tonight, and I think it's a testament to House Money and to Brooks Jensen that they're keeping this match going.
Willis Q got the tag there and now into the cover. Now they're targeting the leg. We see the brace there on that leg for Brooks Jensen, nursing an injury. And now that House Money has got that target, this is going to be an even bigger uphill battle for Brooks Jensen.
Well, that's always the risk. Anytime you come into a matchup, you're wearing a leg brace like that, clearly you're going to get the support if you're nursing some kind of injury, but obviously it's going to spell a target for your opponent. Do you come in here and maybe milk it and not come out with the brace, Kirby? Or do you risk it and put it on there and then realize that there's going to be a target in one part of your body for the remainder of this matchup?
A double flapjack there from House Money as the executive decision is just laughing it off here. And now flipping him over, going to the cover here on Brooks Jensen. Almost gets the big victory there.
Look, I appreciate that so much talent from NXT wants to come and perform here at Walker Texler, perform a reality of wrestling. But the truth is, Brooks Jensen, he didn't need to answer the call from Chandler Hopkins. It was his decision to come here, and now he's face-to-face with the executive decision, Quinter Winters, and that Chandler Hopkins is nowhere to be seen. Explain that to me, Kirby.
I'm not a cowboy, but I hear that there's the cowboy code that goes around here. You always got to respect that. And we know Brooks Jensen and Chandler Hopkins have that connection.
The cowboy code? I thought the cowboy code meant watching your partner's back. Where's Chandler Hopkins? He's not following the code right now.
He got attacked by House Money.
We don't know that.
In circles.
You were assuming that, Kirby. You know what assumptions do.
Brooks Jensen starting to fight back though. Still 2-on-1. It doesn't matter. Even with a leg injury or not, the right hand connects to Quinn Winters. And now look at Brooks Jensen. Oh, brainbuster!
My God.
And now going into the cover here. Will this be it? Oh. Referee announcing that's not the legal man.
Yeah, it's not the legal man. Brooks can't even keep this straight. He's fighting both men at the same time. Well, he just threw the legal man. He just threw the legal man on the outside. Quentin Winters, Josiah John down on the outside.
And right now, Brooks Jensen now trying to get Q back into the ring.
Just make sure that Tiana Sway's doing all right on the outside.
Oh, look at that. Just takes him down and now just raining down with those right hands.
Brooks Jensen's got to deal with both members of House Money, and he's got to stop, not be distracted by that honey Tiana Sway on the outside as well. Come on, Kirby. This is all over already.
We have seen Tiana Sway get involved in matches, giving House Money the upper hand, and that's another factor there as well. You're right, Sammy, that Brooks Jensen does have to keep a check on.
I think if Brooks Jensen knows what's good for him, he's going to call it a night, go back to Florida, go back to NXT, and come back to fight another day. This is not a good situation for Brooks Jensen.
Well, from what I've seen, Brooks Jensen is not a quitter, and he is going to continue to fight. He's going to grit his teeth, and he's going to continue to just push through. As you see another tag there from House Money, as Josiah John is now the legal man. Now the double suplex connects there.
Double team action. Clearly, Josiah John, Quentin Winters learning so much from the Glory champion, AJ Francis. He put these two guys together in House Money, and they are showing why they're two of the best in this business right now, dominating Brooks Jensen.
I don't think he put them together. Rather, he bought them together, Sammy. Let's be honest.
Look, Kirby, you've been in this business long enough to know what's the first rule of this business. It's all about the money, and House Money is just about that. You talk about two future stars in Josiah John and Quentin Winters.
And after that kick, now we see Brooks Jensen
look at that,
being tied up all over the ropes here. Now Josiah John, kick to the midsection.
Awkward position for Brooks.
As we see another tag there to Q as now going into another cover here. Brooks Jensen has got to be running on fumes at this point. How much more does he have, Sammy?
Look, there's a well-oiled machine in House Money keeping the pressure on Brooks Jensen. If he wants to stay in this fight, that's his own problem. That's his own decision.
It's here! No, it's just here!
No, this is not this match already started.
Yeah, so he's part of the match. It's a tag team match. That was the contract that was signed.
Shut up, Kirby. Look, Chandler Hopkins should not be allowed in this thing.
And now, we see a tag. We see a tag. Chandler Hopkins is the legal man.
I didn't see anything.
Josiah John. But
be in this match. Look at that.
Another cover here from Quinn Winters to take the match for house money, but no. Chandler Hopkins is fired up on the outside. Brooks Jensen is getting fired up as well. He's got to make the tag.
So tags Josiah, Sean, Brooks Jensen. Chandler Hopkins, this is not going to be a factor. House money about to put Brooks Jensen away right here, right now.
Double clothesline. House money is down. Brooks Jensen is crawling over to Hopkins, and he gets the tag. Here comes the former television champion.
This is not fair. Chandler Hopkins should be in this matchup.
Chandler Hopkins is now making it known that he is still good to go. Connects with a kick on Josiah. Connects with a kick on Winters. And now house money in each corner is getting pieced apart by Hopkins.
Chandler Hopkins, the freshman in this matchup, but how much can he have in the tank? Look, he's all taped up. Ow!
Suplex into a Falcon Arrow, into the cover. 1, 2, almost takes the victory.
This might have been a horrible decision from Chandler Hopkins. Clearly, he's not at 100% now.
This main event has been incredible so far.
It's a ridiculous cowboy mentality for Chandler Hopkins to keep bringing the fight. Now he's getting double teamed by house money.
And look at this. Oh, flatliner to both competitors of house money. And Chandler Hopkins somehow still fighting through.
Now come on, Chandler, now.
You want to talk about the cowboy way? Well, here comes a 6-shooter. Courtesy of Hopkins. Chose to go for the splash, but did that do enough? No.
Now we'll never know. Quentin Winters right there to break it up. Another executive decision executed perfectly.
And look, Jensen is back. Now this is going to start devolving into what should have been a normal match to start things out.
You call this normal? This is completely broken down. Jensen and Q fighting on the outside. Now we got Chandler and Josiah trying to sway. Move out of the way. Oh, God. There's chaos here.
Well, now Josiah got thrown back into the ring. Hopkins to the outside. Catches him with that shoulder. It looks like Quinn Winters has been taken up by Jensen on the outside. Oh!
Look at that knee.
The high knee connect there from Josiah John, and this is the fight that Josiah John picked himself. He's caught into a spine buster.
Wait, no.
And now, Chandler Hopkins from the top.
Josiah move.
Here comes the 6-shooter. Connects flush into the cover. 2, and house money gets withdrawn. Jensen fought damn near 10 minutes on his own before Chandler Hopkins finally made his way out here. And what chemistry these two had right off the bat.
Look, it should have been against the rules for Chandler Hopkins to bring someone from NXT into this match in the first place. And Brooks Jensen. We still don't know who attacked Chandler Hopkins backstage. Don't tell me anything about it, Kirby. But this should not.
This contract signs a tag team match, Sammy.
Whatever,
That's exactly
Kirby.
how this match ended. As Chandler Hopkins finally gets a victory over house money. You know that AJ Francis has been watching this, and we know that Chandler Hopkins is still seeking another clean one-on-one match with AJ Francis with no shenanigans. Maybe he got closer here tonight thanks to the help of Brooks Jensen.
DSS was created in 1999, and we've made ourselves a one-stop shop. We have everything anybody would need in the scaffold business.
DSS can manufacture over 70,000 metric tons of material a year. We regularly inventory about 40 million pounds on the shelf, ready to go.
We stock every type of scaffolding there is here, from commercial scaffold to industrial scaffold to formworks to shoring.
We do a lot of OEM product for various customers. We have the ability to manufacture, if you're talking about steel, stainless, aluminum, anything you want.
We can supply our customers on demand.
We can pull orders and load same day. It's not a problem. We make it happen.
We make the safest, highest quality, durable product at the most reasonable price possible.
Biggest match in Edge Stone's career, and he is flanked by the two-time Hall of Famer Booker T. If the deck has ever been stacked against the WWE ID champion, it has never looked like this.
Look at this specimen of a man. You build a pro wrestler from the ground up, it would look like the challenger here tonight, the Stone Titan, Edge Stone, looking to make history here in Road Glory.
Should he become the second ever WWE ID champion, he will earn himself an ID contract and join the ranks of Sam Holloway, Cap Jones.
If anybody deserves it, it's Edge Stone, backed by the two-time Hall of Famer.
Hockeyville, Kansas, weighing in at 190 pounds, he is your reigning, defending WWE ID champion, Roll Through
It's incredible to see the trajectory of Cap Jones here over the last few years at Reality of Wrestling. Coming to us from Oklahoma a few years ago and tagging with Josiah John to now becoming one of the most popular ID prospects and crowning himself the first ever WWE ID champion and wearing that badge proudly. He has taken on all comers, and it doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, how strong you are, how big you are. Cap Jones has found a way to put every single person down, but he has not faced somebody with the likes of Edge Stone, Sammy.
Well, Cappuccino Jones, Cap Jones, that's my boy. There's a reason why he's the first ever WWE ID champion. But as wonderful as it is to be the first ever champion, it's going to be a sad day when the first time you lose that championship. And Kirby, I'm sorry to say that I think that night has come here, as there you see Edge Stone looking across the ring, and there you see the two-time Hall of Famer Booker T. And have you ever known Booker T to not get what he wants?
This is going to be the wild card for sure here tonight, as we're going to keep an eye on Booker T, because he has been known to get Edge Stone lots of victories by interfering in matches. That's how he managed to stay the Legends champion for so long.
Look, I don't know what kind of shade you're trying to throw at Booker T. You're lucky you still have a job here, Kirby, because this is for the WWE ID Championship. Cap Jones, Edge Stone, Booker T on the outside, just here to support the man that is the future of this business, and it's the future here and now in the Stone Titan, Edge Stone.
But just looking at the size of these two men, you would think that Edge Stone has an advantage, maybe an experience advantage, a strength advantage, but Edge Stone, truly one of the best here at Reality of Wrestling. But Cap Jones himself has shown that no matter the challenge, he will continue to fight on and still find ways to win. So with that said, what are Cap Jones' keys to victory here tonight, Sammy?
Look, Cap Jones, always captivated, always caffeinated, always motivated. And we saw he went against his best friend Jack Hartwell in the finals to become the first ever WWE ID champion. So he knows what it takes to get the job done. He's going to have eyes in the back of his head to deal with not just Edge Stone, but Booker T on the outside.
You see right there, Cap Jones trying to just somehow push around Edge Stone, and maybe right here is just Edge Stone is trying to figure out the strength of Cap Jones. Maybe deplete that tank early, but as he blocks that punch, Edge Stone now creating separation for himself. God, he put a little extra sauce behind that uppercut, not like we've seen before. And then the last time we saw Edge Stone out here, he actually faced Tavion Heights for that Legends Championship, Sammy. So, you know, he's still wearing that, maybe giving him a little bit of extra fuel as Cap Jones going into the cover to retain the gold, but no.
Why are you bringing up old stuff? Why are you bringing up things like that?
Because it just happened last month,
Look,
Sammy.
Tavion Heights, he stole the Legends Champion from Edge Stone. I know that Stone is still upset about that, but he can't focus about that. He's got to stay focused on the WWE ID Championship.
Right now, the WWE ID champion.
Are you just trying to stir the pot?
I'm not trying to stir any pot. I'm just spitting facts out here, Sammy. I call it like I see it, okay?
Well, if you call it like you see, you got to see Edge Stone right now. Dominant here. That's right. Edge Stone.
It looks like you almost ate your words there. As now Cap Jones gets caught. And look at Stone flipping over Jones. Oh! And this time involuntarily after that clothesline.
You were saying, Kirby? Look at that. Flex don't mess. Edge Stone never misses.
Into the cover here, Edge Stone to become the second ID champion, but a kick out from Jones.
You can feel the confidence oozing out of Edge Stone. This is his night. This is his moment.
Well, as we've seen recently, Lainey Luck won the Women's ID Championship and earned herself a WWE ID contract. Edge Stone trying to do the same on the men's side here. Should he defeat Cap Jones? And I don't know about you, but right now, his chances look pretty great.
Stone can't be focused on the fans here, and I don't understand why the fans have not grown to appreciate Edge Stone, but the fact is that this man has every gift you need to be a success in this business. He's got the height, he's got the look, he's got the athleticism. The only thing I would say, maybe he doesn't have the experience, but with Booker T on the outside, I think that negates that. Edge Stone has everything you need to be a great WWE ID champion. Then we talk about the strength as well.
Look at the way that he flipped him over into the cover and almost becomes the ID champion. Does Edge Stone. But this is exactly why Cap Jones is the ID champion. He has resiliency like no other. Is now Edge Stone is maybe trying to start flipping over his playbook and unlock new things.
He's flipping over Cap Jones.
That we haven't seen here in quite some time, as he's got Jones up in a torture rack here, just stretching out the ribs.
This is a very awkward position here for Cap Jones. Referee going in here to check and make sure Cap Jones stay in this thing. This is just a matter of time. Oh!
Cap Jones able to get back to his feet. Edge Stone try to go for a clothesline, but look at Cap Jones fighting back here, connecting with the lefts and the rights. But once again, Stone just manages to cut him off with that kick to the midsection.
Cap Jones coming in like a house of fire.
Collides into Stone, does the ID champion. And now, taking him off his feet with that clothesline. Could this be the shot of espresso that carries Jones to victory?
Whoa, 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 whoa! And Cap Jones gotta be Sabrina Carpenter's favorite wrestler. I hope he took an extra shot of espresso if he wants to stay toe-to-toe with Edge Stone.
Now look at this, Jones getting Stone back up to his feet, thinking the caffeinator. Oh! But Stone connects with the big boot instead.
Every time Cap tries to get some kind of momentum, Stone's right there to cut it off. Whoa, 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 whoa!
Oh! The half and half connects! Could that be enough?
No, no, no,
Cap
no!
Jones to put away another challenger for the ID Championship!
No! What's that? What was that?
Such a close call there to remain champion. But Stone showing why he is the #1 contender for this championship, as Cap Jones is now going up top, but he's doing it so gingerly, Sammy.
Yeah, I don't know how much is left. Cap Jones taking a beating here.
Now Booker T is getting involved, are you kidding me? Creating a distraction.
Look at that headbutt from Stone.
That was enough time for Stone to get back into this, and the wild card is now making his presence felt in this matchup.
Booker T always has a presence here, always has the wild card. Now Ed Stone measuring. Come on.
And now Stone disconnect.
That's it.
We've got a new champion. If Stone gets the cover, and now wait. Hold on a second. That's referee JT Stevens. As we got another referee here, referee Valen. 2. Oh, but a kick out to continue this matchup. This is an official ID matchup still, but what's going on here?
The referee's down in the corner. Talk about horrible timing for Stone, but yeah, we gotta get this official out of here.
Well, JT Stevens
was it his knee went out?
I think it may have been his knee. As we're gonna get back into the action here as Cap Jones connects with the right hand there. Now the decaffeinator. As we got a new official here, referee Valen into the cover here. Cap Jones retains the goal.
He's not the official for this match.
Well, we saw the injury potentially happen there to the knee of referee JT Stevens, and we had a new official here, and the new official countered it. I'm getting note now that this is official. That was a 3 count, and the ID championship remains with Cap Jones.
Oh, come on, Booker T. Ed Stone in the face of the referee. This is ridiculous. Ed Stone should be IG champion. We should have a new WWE ID champion.
The record book is going to show it, Sammy. A 3 count by a reality of wrestling official was counted in an ID matchup, and that means that Cap Jones retains the WWE ID championship over Ed Stone.
This is absurd.